In longer races, good tyre management can have a significant impact on your pace and overall result. Today, you'll learn how to improve it. Hey everyone, hope you're all doing well today. My name is PJ and today we'll be improving our tyre wear in F1 2020. I'll be going over how tyres wear out, what you can do on track to improve this, as well as some setup changes you can try out to improve your performance. If you learned something today and want to keep getting better at racing games, you can subscribe for more guides, but for now, let's get started. The four tyres on a Formula 1 car are the only parts of the car that maintain contact with the road at all times, and as such play the biggest role in how fast you go. They are also put under all of the stresses that the car places on them, reducing their performance over time. As you complete more laps on a set of tyres, they'll naturally degrade and eventually get to the point where they are so slow compared to a fresh set or a different compound that you need to make a pit stop. On top of this, the wear rate can increase further depending on how hard you push them while driving. Whenever the tyres are sliding across the road surface, they are shedding rubber and losing some of their performance. Some of this is caused by the car and how it's set up, and the rest is caused by the driver. Our goal is to minimize this sliding wherever possible, while also going as fast as we can. Let's focus on our driving first. As we just learned, tyres lose their performance over time, and some of that performance drop is under our control. With good tyre management, you open up new strategies, which can potentially lead to a better overall result, even if some individual lap times appear slower. In a 25% race, this could mean spending longer on a set of the faster tyre compound, or stretching the harder one out so that you put in qualifying pace on the softer tyres at the end. In longer races, good tyre management could result in you taking one less pit stop than everyone else, giving you a 30-second advantage, depending on the track. While driving, your goal is to stress out the tyres as little as possible. With the front tyres, this is done in two ways. First, you should only steer as much as you need to in any given corner, as excessive steering input will scrub the tyres and increase wear. This can also cause understeer, and I go over that in more detail in my guide on how to prevent understeer. The second big influence on front tyre wear comes from when you lock up under braking. In the real world, a big lockup essentially destroys a set of tyres, as all of the rubber gets worn away to create a flat spot. Flat spots aren't simulated in-game, but a heavy lockup does still dramatically increase wear on a tyre. Check out my ABS guide later if you want to learn more about how to avoid lockups. Moving to the back of the car, there are things we can do here too to limit tyre wear. Whenever the rear wheels are spinning too fast for the amount of grip they are capable of providing, the wear rate will increase. In other words, you'll want to keep the rear as planted as you can, and not go too hard on the throttle out of corners. My guide on how to drive without traction control covers this in more detail. Taking all of this into consideration, the best way to limit tyre wear is to drive smoothly through each turn. Avoid sudden steering movements, and gradually transition through the braking, turning, and acceleration phases of each corner. A great way to see all of this in action is with the Tyre Management Program, available in free practice sessions in Career and My Team. When you do this program, you'll see a bar on the screen, showing you how well you're taking care of the tyres, as well as a target lap time to beat. If you can get a perfect score in this program, you're well on your way to becoming a smoother driver. And the best thing about the Tyre Management Program is that it's repeatable. Try it out with different tyre compounds, at different tracks, or with different car setups. Speaking of car setups, let's take a look at some settings next. Before that though, if you're finding this video useful, be sure to hit the like button, and let me know in the comments what tracks or corners you find the toughest to master. While our driving plays the biggest impact on how hard we wear the tyres, there are a few things that can be done on the setup side too to improve performance. The natural starting point is with tyre pressure, which can be changed on a per wheel basis. High tyre pressures inflate the tyres more. This reduces the contact patch between the car and the road, making a car more responsive to your inputs. It does, however, place more stress on that smaller contact patch, increasing tyre wear. Low tyre pressures deflate the tyres more, allowing more of the surface to touch the road. This, especially at the rear, can make the car easier to control. But the downside is that the car may be slow to react to your inputs. As always, a balance needs to be struck, and the best way to find this balance is to apply a consistent testing method, where you can compare and monitor results. I go over that in more detail in my guide on how to make setups. When changing these, I would first recommend changing tyres in pairs, and after you've done some long practice runs to examine the results, maybe tweak an individual front or rear tyre if it's wearing too much compared to the others. The other major changes we can make come from the toe and camber settings. These influence what angle the tyres are positioned at relative to the road surface. Increasing negative camber by moving the slider to the left will bring the tops of the tyres closer to the middle of the car than the bottom, and this is counterbalanced when you lean the car through a turn. The more negative camber you have, the more grip you'll gain through longer turns, at the cost of increased tyre wear. Increasing the toe setting by moving the slider to the right will point the fronts of the tyres further away from the car than the rears. This is good for initial responsiveness and how agile you can make the car, but again at the cost of increased tyre wear. It also hurts your straight line performance, as excessive toe can increase drag. If you're focusing on tyre wear, you'll want to run as little toe and negative camber as you can, while still maintaining enough pace for a good lap time. If you're chasing the ultimate one lap pace, however, you'll want to increase these, but the more you do so, the more stress you'll put on the tyres. With all of the setup changes we've looked at here, you will also need to consider the balance between the front and rear of the car, as changing one side of the car can help improve responsiveness or reduce oversteer. My normal advice when tuning a car is to figure out which end of the car has the problem and fix that end first. These aren't the only settings that can impact tyre wear, however, as every setting on a car impacts every other setting. It's a vastly complicated topic. There's no quick and easy way to find the right setup, as every driver is different, so you'll have to get out there, do the work, and figure things out as you go. Now that you know how to reduce tyre wear, it's time to further explore the world of setups with my guide on screen now, or check out another video from my channel on the left. In the meantime, thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I wish you the best of luck in your next race.